Hi guys, so what I have for you today is some practice towards headstand, which is obviously a really scary thing. Whenever I mention it in class, everyone gets really frightened by the concept. So it's something that I don't want you guys to be afraid of. I want you to have fun with it and be able to give it a try. So I'm going to give you a couple of ways and tips of coming into headstand today. So the first one that I'm going to try with you is tripod headstand, and this is one that I feel it's not classical headstand, classical Sirsasana, but it is a nice way of practicing distributing your weight correctly throughout the body and lifting up and out of the crown of the head. In headstand, it's important to know that the crown of the head is just a balancing point. There isn't a lot of pressure into the crown of the head. Most of the strength is through either the forearms, or if you're in tripod headstand, through the palms, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, down the back, keeping the lats working, shoulders slipping down towards your hips. All really important stuff. Okay, so let's try it. First one. Starting by coming into hands and knees, and it's always really lovely, this one, because you can actually take it in steps. So you can take it as far as feels comfortable for you. Maybe one day you try step one, the next day you might feel more confident to go a little bit further. So let's break it down into steps. Step one is simply just bringing the crown of your head towards the floor. So you bring the crown of the head right to the top of the floor, and your hands come all the way back, so you have almost like a triangle you can imagine drawn between your palms and the crown of your head. Just here, step one, you're practicing pressing the palms into the ground and allowing your shoulders to move away from you down your back. Tucking your toes is step two, to then lift your knees. So step two is here, you're using your upper body strength and core strength to lift your seat. Step three is starting to walk your feet in. Now what I see a lot of is jumping and kicking, but you want to keep those hands strong, and you want to make sure you're tipping your weight and testing your balance. From there, one foot in the other. You can hang out here, you can even hang out here, yeah? If you need to take a wee rest. If you want to come up a little bit further, obviously, next step, all the way. Unfolding up nice and carefully, finding that center of balance. When you're there, shoulders away from the ears, down your back, press the floor away, squeeze your glutes, lift your toes to the ceiling, belly button to the back of the spine. Now to come back down, bend your knees, bring them slowly back in, as slowly as you can. You really want to try and use your abs to unfold back down. You can bring the knees back to the arms, touch the toes back down, knees to the floor, bottom back towards the heels, forehead to the floor, arms out in front. So, breathing nice and deep. You always want to make sure, really important, that you take your child's pose after a headstand and allow the blood flow to move back along the body. Very, very important, yeah? Okay, so our classic headstand. This is all of the same points I want you to think about when we're practicing this, yeah? So, the way I've always been taught, which I think is a fabulous way to find your correct posture, is to interlace your hands around the outsides of the elbows. Open the hands up, interlace them together. Again, you can take this in steps. Bring the crown of the head to the floor and hug your hands around. Now, what I also see a lot of is the forehead too far forwards. Yeah, you want to make sure you really have the crown of the head flat to the floor here. Yeah, hugging the shoulders down the back, tucking your toes. Step two. Step three. Now, if you're just building up strength through your forearms, you can touch the knees down, bring the knees back up, do whatever you need to do. From there, walking the feet in, again, the same way as we did before. You want to test that balance first, yeah? One leg, then the other, shoulders down your back. Unfold up carefully and gently. Belly button to the back of the spine, squeezing your glutes. To come back down, bend your knees in, send your bottom back, and then unroll through the spine, touching the toes down carefully, shoulders away from the ears, knees to the floor. Come back to child's pose. Breathe deep, allow that blood flow to move back through the body. So guys, I hope that gave you a few helpful tips as to how to get up into headstand and that it's actually not that scary. Remember, you can practice up against a wall, but if you take it in those lovely little steps that we just did, from steps 1 through till 5, you can really break the practice down and you can take it in your time, yeah? You can take it one step at a time and you can really feel each step and progress on from each step to the next. I hope you enjoy. Have fun. Thanks guys. Bye.